got an opportunity to work at Amazon as a SD1. So it was just like a dream come true for me. I was mentally prepared that recession may come and I may get laid off because I was one of the youngest employee in my team. I went to the office and I got the news that I was laid off. I was literally crying for a few hours. And
Imagine a student passing out from a Tier 3 college and not getting many opportunities from campus placements, joins a service-based company, and then after 1 year of hard work, he finally gets into one of his dream product-based companies. But then, after 8 months, he suddenly gets laid off from his dream company. Can you even put yourself in such a situation and figure out what you would do? So this video is exactly the story of such a student who passed out from a Tier 3 college in Jabalpur in the year 2021, joined TCS, and then after 1 year, he was able to crack Amazon, get in there, work for 8-9 months, and suddenly in January 2023 he got laid off all of a sudden. I talked to him to understand what really transpired through his mind during this phase, how did he cope up with such a situation, and how was he able to crack his next job during this recession. We talked about the layoffs, we talked about the severance package at Amazon, how was his life at Amazon, and then we talked about the current job market, and we also talked about how he was able to stay strong mentally and crack multiple companies. Was he lowballed because the HRs might have taken advantage of you? Who knows, because you had no job offer in hand. We had an intense conversation about all of this, so don't forget to watch this video till the very end. I know the times are tough, recession maybe or maybe not, people will debate, but I want to break the elephant in the room and say, yeah, I mean, times are really tough, and it's very important also to put these kind of videos in front of you, because you would see a lot of YouTube videos saying I got a 1 crore job or something like that, all the rosy side of the picture. But I think that especially during these times, we should also bring you such stories where you get to know the other side of the industry, and it's not demotivating at all. It's just to show you that even when you get into such a scenario, when you get on the wrong side of things, how can you still motivate yourself and you can still get the job? Because at the end of the day, you have to sustain yourself somehow. And how can you sustain yourself in this industry? How can you be mentally strong and yet end up getting a job and earn your bread? Is something this video is all about. So without any further ado, let's get started with the video. And don't forget to press the like button if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I put a lot of content on software engineering, DSA, Java, and also podcasts like these which inspires you. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started with the video. Hey Aridev, thank you so much for coming over to my channel and agreeing to share your experience. So before we start with the podcast, why don't you give a brief introduction about yourself?
Hi Riddhi Bhaiya, hello everyone. So let's start with my introduction. So my name is Sardeep Datta and I have done my graduation from Jabalpur Engineering College and I am a 2021 graduate. So after my graduation, I joined TCS as a system engineer. There I worked for 8 to 10 months, and after that I got an opportunity to work at Amazon as a SD1. So it was just like a dream come true for me, because a guy from a 3-tier college who is working hard from the last 2 to 3 years to get into product-based company. It was just like a dream come true. And yeah, I joined Amazon as a system development engineer in the month of April 2022. Yeah, that's a short description about me. And
yeah, that's really nice to know that you were able to get into Amazon despite belonging from a Tier 3 college and starting your journey with a service-based company. So now coming to Amazon and the type of work that you did, can you briefly explain in which team you were working at, what were the tech stack that you used in your day-to-day software engineering journey over there? Also, what your team used to do. Can you just probably give us some insight about your stint at Amazon?
okay, so I was basically in CS Fixed Corporation team. The agenda of this team was basically we used to deal with customer service associates, and the product basically deals with customer service associates. And if I talk about a tech stack, so it was basically the backend was based on Java, Spring, Hibernate, which is a legacy for any big product-based company, and the front end was JavaScript, React, and day-to-day work which was included in my team was of we are shifting from version 3 to version 4 of our product. So we were developing new features, handling all the bugs. So this was our day-to-day work at my company and my team.
Right. And how was the work-life balance over there? Like a lot of people have a lot of questions about Amazon's work-life balance. So how did you find it there as a fresher?
Okay, so being a fresher, if I talk about those stereotype comments like work-life balance at Amazon is very toxic, and I didn't face any such type of work culture. The work culture was very great. The team was very good. My manager and my teammates were very helpful, and we used to bi-weekly we used to connect and have good moral sessions, and it was very exciting. And I was very excited to work daily. So the work life and the work life was very good, and the culture was very amazing at Amazon, especially in my team, I can say.
So yours was Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Noida. Which location were you at?
It was work from home, but the base location was Hyderabad.
Hyderabad 13, the bigger office, right? Yeah. Okay. So now coming to obviously many of our viewers already know that Amazon started doing a lot of layoffs from November last year. because of the impending market and all, and there's still layoffs going on at Amazon. So Aditi, can you probably share those days with the viewers, that how those things happened, how life kind of changed for you, and if it did, what transpired, or what can I just probably go through the process where you got to know that you're going to lead off from one of your dream companies.
Okay. So actually, I'm very good with my current affairs. So in the month of October, November, when the world was going to about hit the recession, I was mentally prepared that recession may come and I may get laid off because I was one of the youngest employee in my team. So I was mentally prepared. So this is the very first thing which I want to tell to everyone, that doesn't matter that how hard the truth is, you should always accept it. So I was mentally prepared that hey, I can get laid off. So I started working very hard just because I want to have as much knowledge as much possible. And then and also the second thing is that you should be financially prepared to for all your expenses, because this is a very big thing which due to which a lot of folks go into depression, that they don't have financially how they will manage and all. So since I was knowing from early that I may get laid off, so I was financially prepared that I can actually at least survive 1 year with the this particular with my finance, because as you know, Amazon pays good chunks of amount. So I was financially prepared. So at the month of January, I got a mail from my senior manager that hey, you have to come to this particular office and there is some in-person meeting. So I was 95% prepared that it may be a news of layoff. I went to the office and I got the news that I was laid off. And here comes the second thing, that doesn't matter that how much prepared you are, when things hit, it really hurts you. So I was literally crying for a few hours, and you can say because it was a very heavy news, and I wasn't mentally prepared to leave Amazon at this much soon. I was having other plans as well. So this created me to think that what shall I do. Then I just calmed myself down, and I was about to go to my cousin's wedding. So now was having two choices: either to go back to Bangalore where I was residing and start preparing, or to go to my cousin's wedding, take a break and come back and then start preparing. So I chose the second part, where I took a break. I went to my cousin's wedding. There I took a break and shared with my parents that I may get laid off. I didn't directly told them that I am exactly laid off. I may get laid off. So they were like sort of chill, that okay, no worries. You can, if you can crack it one time, you can crack it 100 times. So this is also the third thing, that you should have your support from your loved ones and from your parents as well, especially. So I came back to Bangalore and started my preparation. So in the middle, there was a point where I was feeling that what should I do and what will I do. Then there's a very famous quotation that which says that give me 6 hours to chop down a tree. I'll spend 4 hours to in sharpening my axe. So I followed that strategy. And first, after coming back from my cousin's wedding, I the first 2 weeks I started preparing the strategy, that how I will prepare, what I will learn. Shall I go for low level designing? Shall I go for development? There I saw your lot of your videos, which really helped me a lot in getting an insight at what I need to do. Then after that, I started preparation. Then during the preparation, in the midst of my preparation, I posted on LinkedIn that hey, I got laid off, because I was pretty sure that if I post something on LinkedIn, I will definitely got few calls. So keeping this strategy in mind, in the midst of my preparation, I posted it in LinkedIn. And fortunately, I got few calls, which helped me in getting few interviews. And yeah, that's all about till how I managed to cope up with the journey of the layoff and how it happened.
Yeah. That was like very insightful to know from you. And I'm very sure a lot of people of us watching this video have also gone through the same, because this market is such that a lot of people actually had to go through such a misfortune. Like one thing which I wanted to understand, that's not probably very much in the technical side of things, but since we're talking about layoffs, and probably this entire session is basically based on how can you deal with layoffs, and then how can you like prepare yourself for giving more interviews and get a job finally. Wanted to understand that, did you get any mental support at that time? Like, who were the persons who reached out to, or did you just keep it to yourself completely for a few days? Probably maybe you can shed some light on that.
Okay, so as I remember, the very first person whom I reached out to was you. I pinged you that hey, Riddhi Dada, I got laid off, and you were the one who
Yeah.
told me that no worries, there is a lot of jobs, you will get definitely right one. So I shared with very close ones. I didn't told it to much people, and this is the first thing I did. The second thing which is very important during this particular scenario is that you should be mentally strong, because if you are mentally weak, so you will start having doubt, self-doubt, that I got into Amazon either did I got into Amazon by luck, or it was just for one time I got into Amazon or in such big company. So I took it as a challenge that hey, if I got into Amazon once, I can go into other companies as well. So I took it as a challenge that I will prove to others and to myself also that I can crack again, and I will crack better company than this. So this is what plays a very important role, that you should be very mentally strong during this phase, because this is really very hard stage which you will go through. A lot of people will ask what happened. A lot of people will judge you that your performance might be get low, that you won't be able to get job, there are a lot of recession. So this is not true. There are a lot of jobs, there are a lot of opportunities, lot of companies, you will definitely get job, but you have to be strong in this particular scenario. So mentally I was strong, and try to accept the truth that I can get laid off. I am having weakness in this particular topics of DSA. I'm having no knowledge of low level designing. Then only you can start growing in that particular stage and have knowledge in that particular domain. So this is the strategy which I followed during the preparation.
Right. That's actually very motivating and a very positive attitude from your side as well, because I personally was coming from a tier 3 college and similar background as yours, like starting my career with a service-based company, and we know that how tough is it to get a call when we have such backgrounds, right? I mean, yeah, it did ease out a bit in 2021, 2022 phase, but still, it's not a cakewalk, right? And when you finally get a dream job after all the hard work, right? You feel that okay, let's chill out a bit and let's enjoy life, and not enjoy life, but at least you don't have that mental pressure, right? And suddenly within 8 months you lose your dream job or one of your dream jobs, then it's very hard, very hard to like keep a level-headed approach, right? And I'm very, very glad and kudos to you that you were able to do so, and you have a very good positive attitude, so please keep up with that. So now, and also I remember the day when you got into Amazon, you texted me on LinkedIn, and I also remember the day when you shared me the news of the layoffs on Instagram. I was like shell-shocked, and a couple of my other friends also shared the news at the same time. And yeah, it was kind of very heartbreaking for me, because few months back I was also there in the company, and at that time things were pretty okay, pretty good. But yeah, that's life, that's how it changes, and we need to be prepared about everything as it comes. So now coming back, like you said that you had a meeting, right, with probably senior managers and all. So what information was shared with you at the meeting? Like, did they give any reasons for the layoffs? And also, can you talk a bit about the notice period that you have to serve? Like, I know these things, but just for the viewers, I want you to probably talk about that. Like, what kind of leverage you get once you're getting laid off? Did they say that it is based on performance or something like that? So maybe you can share some light what went in the meeting, and what were the things that were associated with the layoffs part.
So basically, if I talk about the layoff at Amazon, so it was not that much painful if compared to Google and other companies, because I got to know that most of the employees at Google were fired just through an email. So it was really hard and very bad to hear. But at Amazon, I was called to the office, and I was given the news that due to recent restructuring, we got of our company organization, the news of layoff was given to me. And after that, I was not completely laid off from the company. I was just, you can say, some sort of in a bench, that you are given 2 months of time. Within this 2 months, you can either get some opportunity in and do an internal switch, or you can see opportunities in different organization. So for the next 2 months, I was in a sort of a bench, where I was preparing for internal teams as well, and for other organization as well. And also, the sort of after completion of my, you can say, tenure, means after 2 months, they were also giving some sort of severance package, which was pretty good. Means it was approximately, I can't say the exact digit, but it was approximately 4 to 5 months of your salary. So it was also very good support in this type of crucial situation. So yeah, this was a whole process which happened during the time of layoff.
Were you anyway getting the severance package, or is it just if you, in case you don't get a job at all, like what was the clause over there?
In every case, you were able to get severance package, even if before the your last working day you join some other organization, still you will be getting the severance package. So this was a policy.
Yeah, right. I think only if you join any internal team within Amazon, then you are not eligible to. But if you join any other organization, you are eligible to. So that's, I think, worked in favor for you in terms of financial, because you got the 4 or 5 months of salary, which is not it's quite a hefty amount, obviously, and then you also got the job. So yeah, first of all, congratulations will come to that, how like about a job and how's the job market. But yeah, so first of all, I also now want to understand that did you try to apply internally within Amazon? Because I mean, were there enough openings, or why did you decide to move outside of Amazon?
So I applied internally as well, and I got few opportunities where I was thinking to go for a round of interview and go into that particular team. But after having a discussion with the team members and knowing about the team, I got to know that there might be the chance that in the upcoming rounds they may again do some sort of layoff from their team. And in some team, I got to know that the work culture was not very great. They used to work a lot more time. So then I choose that why to go again to that particular stress and go, and there may be the chances of layoff again. So why to go again into that environment? So I started looking for opportunities outside Amazon, and yeah, that's why I chose to look for outside Amazon, and I got some opportunities as well.
Would you still prefer Amazon, or would you go to Amazon if given a chance in future? If when the time obviously is right.
If I talk about my team with Amazon, it was very great. So definitely a team was good. But if I talk about my current company, it is also very great. So if I get a chance, if I got a chance to my current company at Amazon, so I will choose my current company only, because in terms of every aspect, it's great. Like in the terms of team, work culture, and it's completely work from home, and there are a lot of benefits as well. So definitely, I will choose my current company only.
No, I was talking about the future, but anyway, got your point. Okay, so now, when during the months of January, February, right, when you got laid off and you were searching for jobs, how was the current job market back then? And because January, February was not long back, so you probably would get an understanding of how is it now, how it is now as well. And in case you also know about the current situation as well, because you recently switched, how's the job market right now? Because there's a lot of recession going on. Many companies are on a hiring freeze. Many companies are laying off people. So the market pool has a lot of eligible or good engineers who is desperately looking for jobs. So how's the competition out there, and how many calls you were getting? Like, was it tough? Was it kind of okayish? If you can share some light on that.
Okay. So basically, I'll say that jobs are there in the market. It is not that jobs are not there. Jobs are there in market. All is that their demands are different. Means basically, if I say if I got 15 to 20 calls, so out of that 20 calls, 15 calls were from startups. And startups, they demand certain to be expertise in certain technologies. Like either they're asking JavaScript or you should be expertise in Java. And one trend I saw that in nowadays Golang is very much in demand. So a lot of startups are asking for Golang, but yeah, you can't beat the legacy of Java. That's a completely different thing. But for backend, Golang is also currently trending. So getting calls were a little bit difficult because quantity of jobs are less, but jobs are there. And also I faced some sort of ghosting also. Means suppose I applied to 10 companies, 5 company ghosted me, and remaining 2 to 3 companies, they, after hearing the package which I wanted, they never called me back. And few remaining 2 to 3 companies, they scheduled an interview. They took all the interviews. I cleared all the interviews, and even after having the last you can say salary discussion, they gave me a lame excuse that hey, you won't be culturally fit for our organization. Means after having all the 3 rounds and the salary discussion, how could you come to this conclusion? So generally you should be prepared for this type of rejections, because this is what IT sector is all about, and I've seen this closely. So jobs are there. You should be prepared well with your development part, and DSA is very important. That is the filtering part of every for every organization. And yeah, competition is also there. So basically, this is all I saw in my current experience.
Makes sense. And by any chance, since you were laid off right from a company, by any chance that the HRs did take advantage of you? Because normally, like what I've seen when I was switching, my situation was obviously very different. But there they used to, like, if you don't have any competing offers, then they probably won't give you a good raise. So competing offers was a very important thing for us. But now when you don't have a job and you were laid off, were you taken advantage? Like, did you feel of any such instance where people, or tried to lowball you a little bit on the package, since you didn't have any jobs at hand, and the companies knew that you were under a bit of desperation to get a job in this market?
Yeah, definitely. That's a part of this current job hunt. You will definitely be lowballed. But from the starting onwards, I was quite fixed that you have to either match the Amazon's base salary or give me a hike. So I was pretty sure from the starting onwards that I won't go below that. It was a little bit risky that you may get or may not get, or you they may be delayed in the getting some good offers. But from the starting onwards, I was pretty sure I won't be go in a package lesser than that. So yeah, companies will take advantage of that. They will definitely ask for your competing offer. But my current company, it was straightforward, and they told me in the starting only that they are going to offer this without knowing even my previous salary. So that was very good. That was pretty more than even more than Amazon. So I was like, okay, if without knowing the particular digits of my previous company, they are giving me this digit. So I will, if I get selected, so I will definitely choose this company. So there will be some companies who will be very good, who will be fixed with their digits, and there will be some companies who will try to low volume. So you should be mentally prepared for all such type of situations.
But again, competing offer again comes to rescue. So do try to give multiple interviews and multiple offers. Always works, no matter whatever people says on LinkedIn. But anyway, thanks Arideep for sharing all the insights. One last question which I want to ask you is, like, since we all know the job market right now is not that great, right? And when you are looking at a company and looking to join a company, how do you make sure that this is a safer company to join? Because obviously you were laid off once, and you obviously didn't want it to be repeated to you at twice at such, at a start at such nascent stages of your career. So how do you probably research, or what would you suggest to people who are watching this video and is probably in a similar situation, or probably a fresher who is trying to join a company in this market? What are the things that you would suggest them to look for or research in a company? The things that you probably did or learned from your seniors. If you can share some insights on that, like, is it a safer company to join or not? Yeah.
Okay. So currently, if I say the current job market is very risky, so you can't say that there is 100% guarantee that you won't be laid off, because
Obviously,
company like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, if they can lay off, so you can't expect anything from any other company. So keeping in that mind, be prepared that you can be laid off. Do some research that if you are going for a startup, that who are the investors of the startups, what is the stage of that startup, and what are the future goals of the startup. Before joining that company, you should have a you should have a round with the you can say with the CEO, or you can CTO, or the senior engineer, and ask them all these details, so that you can have a sense of satisfaction that this particular startup is doing well, and this particular startup is having funds, so that it can run up to upcoming 5 to 10 years. It won't vanish from the particular IT sector. And apart from that, you can also search that what is the origin of that company. Means basically, if I have few friends who are studying at abroad, so they told that most of the companies at America who are funded from America, they are in a high risk of getting again going for a layoff round. So you can also see that if they are having origin from America and funding from these countries, so they are having a chance. They might be high chances of again getting laid off. So the company which I currently joined, it is a Indian based company, and it is quite pretty safe. Means it's very old company, so it is very safe. And I also talked with my teammates and seniors also. They told that they are in the upcoming future, there is no, you can say, chances of layoff and all in this company. So in this way, you can connect with different teammates also before joining the company of that particular company, that hey, what is the current scenario of your team, is it safe to join. So out of 5 to 6 members, 3 4 will tell you the truth. So from doing this type of researches and doing this type of questioning, you can get to know that whether that company is safe to join or not.
That was really, really insightful. Thanks, Arideep, for this wonderful session on my channel. So before ending this, any words of advice or any tips that you want to give based on the experience that you went through for freshers who are trying to enter this job market, or maybe people who got laid off? Anything that worked for you if you wanted to share, and then we will end this video.
Okay, so the one only advice which I would like to give you is that you can prepare DSA, you can prepare development, you can prepare low level designing, you can prepare high level designing. One thing which people lowball and which is very underrated is that you should be mentally prepared. If you are mentally strong, because I still remember that I got few offers from Flipkart also. One offer from Flipkart also, one offer from Nutanix also. When I got offer from Angel One, I got one offer from Flipkart also and one offer from Nutanix also. But I rejected Flipkart's offer because it was a you can say front end developer role. So I was pretty sure mentally that I want to go into backend, and I will choose if I get a chance to choose between a company which is established well, which is a very fan company, and a company which is giving a role which is inclined to my career goals. I will choose the second one. So it takes courage to decline such offer from Flipkart. Also, I got you can say offer from Nutanix also, but due to some reason I rejected that offer as well. So I chose Angel One just because it was, the work culture was good. I discussed with the other fellows. They told that the team is very good and work culture is good, and you can say it's completely work from home, and the work is completely in backend, and it's a brokerage firm. So obviously, apart from software development, I will get a lot of knowledge related to brokerage firm as well. So it was a plus point for me. So try to do research in companies and try to be mentally prepared. uh, that's it. That's the only thing if you should have in your mind during this time of layoffs and recession.
Thanks, Arideep. I really like your smile and positive attitude, especially in these times of diversity. It was a really, really insightful session, and thank you once again for agreeing to do this and sharing your experience with my audience. I hope this was a very, very insightful session to you guys. And if you want to watch more such videos, more such content on my channel, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. That would really, really motivate me a lot. And thanks, Arideep. Once again, if you have any doubts and want to reconnect to him, I will attach his LinkedIn profile in description down below. So don't hesitate to hit him up. He will be more than happy to help you guys with his experience as well. And yeah, that's it for the video. We will see you in some other video. Till then, stay safe and goodbye.